A History of Violence is written and directed by David Cronenberg, and this movie is about Tom Stahl living a quiet life in a small town until he encounters thugs at his diner and takes them out gangster style. Once he's made into a celebrity hero, he's visited and harassed by an alleged acquaintance from Tom's past. Now, one of the things that makes these movies to me kind of cool is I like when people are living perfect lives and they get intruded by like some kind of bad event, and then you kind of have to see the dynamics in the family kind of get challenged and change a little bit. Like this perfect life becomes either torn or just changed for the worse or for the better because of whatever happens. And I just like seeing a family deal with that in their own ways. Viggo Mortensen, the range on that actor, man. Whew. I loved him in this. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was fucking tastic in this movie. When I talk about Viggo Mortensen, yeah, people love Aragorn. I love Aragorn. But Tom Stahl, if I ever knew me a Tom Stahl, man, ooh, that dude is vicious. I love the dichotomy of his even kill nature and his vicious nature. But let's get this out the way for a second. What makes Viggo Mortensen so good in this movie is that the look of his face. He looks so valiant. He looks so honest and like just very he just looks perfect. The face of that man looks so damn perfect. And when he switches from that to just this violent, vicious person, the range on that dude, man, is just incredible. And it's also kind of disturbing too, because he looks very chivalrous and very honest, and just having him as this person that kind of has two sides of him, it's very impressive to see. And that's not hard to do, by the way. It's not hard to do. I mean, like people say all the time, you can just act violent one way and then nice the next. No, to really take that in as the actor, that's not really hard. That's not easy to do. Kudos to Mortensen for that. What I liked about what the way the film handles it is that it starts off with Tom being this all around perfect family guy, and then also having some streets in him to take out two gangsters, in his restaurant. That's some badass shit right there. Okay, I think everybody likes to brag about how, I got the streets in my pocket. Not like Tom Stahl. Not like Tom Stahl, y'all. Okay, because I didn't expect Viggo to pop out like that. That was some badass shit. Maria Bello as Eddie was also fantastic too. She shines best when all of the questions start coming up. When he saves his diner, and people like kind of ask him questions about how about this and how these moves and why is this guy harassing us and stuff like that. You can start to see the conflict in her face, and you can start to see that she's very, very troubled by this sort of attention that he's getting, because it's not just regular celebrity attention that he's getting. It's like this dude can't stop bothering us. And is there really something going on, Tom, that I don't know about? I mean, I love you, but what are you hiding from me? You can really start to see the trust in her deteriorate as she, starts having more and more questions. And I thought she pulled that off pretty well. Now, there were some times when she was just being a crybaby, you know? Like, look, we all have skeletons in our closets, man. We all do, but it comes a time where sometimes you just have to be like, yo, I get you're concerned, but do you have to cry all the time? Okay, like, I mean, look, I love Maria Bello and her portrayal of this character. I think it worked, okay? But she just could not stop bawling, man. Okay, I was feeling for her, and then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna need you to be quiet. I'm gonna need you to shut up. Okay, she just has too many waterworks, but she was good. She was good. Okay, I loved you. I loved you. He was good. Good job. Ed Harris also as the menacing stalker. I thought he was pretty good in this too. I mean, he's always good at playing those menacing, badass villains. I always love Ed Harris. when he's playing the villain. But man, like the makeup they did for his eye, whew, ooh, vicious. This movie was also directed by David Cronenberg as well, so it also brings that small scale to it than Eastern Promises. And uh, it's also a mobster movie as well. So you do have that. A lot. What I tend to do with this movie is compare it always with Eastern Promises. I don't know why I do it. It's just something that I just do. Viggo Mortensen's in both. Cronenberg directed both of them. They're both set in a crime genre, so I just can't help but compare the two. The thing is, though, if I'm being honest with you, I did enjoy this movie more than I did Eastern Promises. This movie kind of felt a little bit more commercial. It's easier to just be entertained by it. You know what I mean? I feel like Eastern Promises, it took more of the art house form. I mean, the both of the stories are easy to ingest, and both of the, I mean, in the all of substance, all the stories are quality. But something about A History of Violence is that it's just fun. It's just more fun. When I'm watching Eastern Promises, I feel like at times the style of the way it's filmed took precedence over the story. Not saying that the story was bad, but sometimes when you're doing things a little bit more of in an indie kind of art style way, the substance and the way it's filmed can sometimes distract you from what you're really trying to focus in on. And with Eastern Promises, because it's so commercial and it kind of has more of that blockbuster feel, it, I enjoyed it more and I was more engaged more, and I was just I was digging this shit. I was just digging it more. You know what I'm saying? But I was still impressed by just how small scale this movie feels with such an engaging story. Because it didn't look expensive to film at all. At all. I mean, if anything, you probably pay Viggo Mortensen a bit because this dude is fresh off Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? But it felt like an indie film still. Just more ingrained with the culture. I'm saying? I can understand why it's such a cult classic, because the movie's pretty old, but it ain't that old. But I loved it. I love this movie. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a damn good movie, man. Damn good. That the way Tom beats people up, man. Don't get Viggo Mortensen on his bad side, dude. Okay, I like my nose. I want to keep this, okay? So that's it for my review of History of Violence. Hope you guys enjoyed that. What your favorite crime movie is, and what other movies you guys can recommend me from Viggo Mortensen. I think I like him in things besides, the Middle Earth franchise. I kind of want to see more of what he got going on. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, peace.